Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Chan Man's Videos. And in this episode, we are unboxing Ultramarines Terminator Brother Andrus. This guy is a Terminator with giant missile pods on his back. Pretty cool, pretty big. Gonna be really chunky. He does come in a taller box as opposed to our standard one, so recently I opened these two figures, and as you can see, the boxes are quite different in size. And then on the back side, our standard product picks. Don't get a whole lot. You get looks like one interchangeable right hand and a heavy bolt gun or bolt pistol. This thing looks really big. Alright, let's get him out of the box and yeah, see how he looks. Holy, this dude is huge. So let's get him out. And so yeah, it is a open fist, which you can insert a weapon. He can wield a weapon in here, and he's got a giant heavy bolt gun. This is probably the biggest of the bolt guns. It's actually bigger than, I mean, width wise it's much bigger than even your bolt rifles, but I guess because he's a Terminator, he can wield the power, and it doesn't make sense if he carries a tiny little gun. Alright, holy, this thing is massive. I didn't get up close pictures or shots of Sergeant Eulaxis last week, but we all know what happened there. So let's get moving on to this guy. All right, this Terminator is Brother Andrus. I forgot his name already. So Brother Andrus, very nice looking figure. Very heavy. I do like the design, those seals, good quality painting. There is weathering. Okay, it's got some inscriptions there on the back. Do these open? These flaps do not open, which is unfortunate. Got your vents, got a nice paint job there. I really like this skull design, and he comes with a open-handed power fist with an attached chainsword. Overall, pretty big and chunky. He does come with a stand, which I think, due to the weight of the rocket pods on top, we will need to use. I like that his helmet comes with that ocular scope as well as all the scopes there, and I imagine because this is a bolt pistol, that's part of the targeting system, as I've mentioned in other videos that I've noticed that is on almost all the rifles, and with the aggressors it's on their power fist mounted cannons and whatnot. So red seems to be what represents a scope. Articulation, it's got his one pivot there on each arm, and then an elbow bend, and this cable is nice. It does not prohibit the movement. These do not rotate left to right, but they do rotate up and down. You've got your standard head movement. So one ball joint underneath the stomach, so above the waist and the stomach. Your leg is impacted with a backwards motion, which is normal. And if you move this out of the way, this armor here catches on, so you can't lift it higher than that. You have your knee motions, and you've got a pivot in the ankle. Let's get him to wield this here. Oof, more stiff fingers. I'm just actually going to come back, grab the other Terminator, put them together. Okay, here are the Terminator Bros. Okay, so far so good. It may not need to stand after all. They're both really tall, but the reason why I want to put them together is when I bought this guy, and I was like, oh, he looks really cool. He's got all those rocket pods, but he's got like this tiny gun. Well, I mean, in comparison to overall size of the armor and everything. So what I'm thinking is I might swap the arms out so that not only does he have the rocket pods, he becomes a truly heavy Terminator because he's going to have the heavy assault cannon instead of the heavy bolter. And then in this guy's case, because he just got the pistol, we're going to swap both arms so that he also gets the chainsword. And then they can both do their badassery killing of daemons, rebels, cultists, whoever the enemy of the Emperor and the Imperium are. But let's take them apart and see how they look afterwards. Alright, so their arms do not come off nearly as easily as the other Ultramarine figures. They're quite solid in there. And since I broke a figure last time by using a bit too much strength, which has always been one of my fears when I'm trying to fix or try to figure out what's going on with a broken part on my other figures, I just want to avoid that. I don't want to break another figure and have to do repairs. So all I did was just a weapon swap. And so unfortunately, this guy will get his closed fist, which is not a bad thing. I mean, it's a cool fist. Power fist can still do a lot of damage and kill a lot of things. And he will be extra heavy with the missile pods and the heavy assault cannon and the chain gun. What do you guys think? Drop it in the comments. Let me know if you like this swap out and you think it's pretty badass to have a super heavy Terminator with a big loadout and do a lot of destruction, and another Terminator. I think there's one more, a Sergeant, that I need to get with a sword. And these are, I believe, the first trio of Terminators released. I noticed they have a different set of Terminators where the assault cannon has scopes on it and stuff like that. So I want to explore those a little bit deeper before I purchase them. I don't want to buy them if they're pretty much the same thing and stuff like that. So I will look into that, but I will try to find the third Terminator to purchase and complete this set of trio, just so that we also have a Sergeant as well. And for the most part, we're done with this video. Yeah, articulation is good. This guy's nice and tight. Gave you a nice little zoom in view. I'll bring it up closer to the camera, and now I got to figure out where to put them because my Ultramarine shelf is quickly running out of space, and they might have to leak over to my Grey Knight side. But that's something I'll worry about, and I'll talk to you and show you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, a share, and subscribe to my channel if you are a fan of Warhammer figures, 1/18 scale by Joy Toy. I will have to get back and make some Gundam videos, as well as unbox other stuff, so that we can kind of diversify and spread out some of the content. But again, thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video.